Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look about some dudes with the last name of Humboldt making a journey called Humboldt's Great Voyage. Humboldt's Great Voyage is a 2 to 4 player game from R&R Games where players are taking on the role of a voyager, trying to travel around the map, collecting acquaintances, dropping off different types of cargo when you visit the port, all that good stuff. But essentially what you're doing is you're playing some really cool Mancala stuff. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go down to the table, see how it plays. Alright, so here's a game of Humboldt's Great Voyage, all set up for 2 players. I'm going to go over setup pretty quickly because I do want to show you how the game plays because it's pretty interesting. So to set up, you're going to set up the board like this. Oh, and I forgot to fill a space. Good job. So you're going to watch me do a little bit of setup because I can't look at the board. So to set up, you're going to put all these cargo tiles on their appropriate spaces. You're going to put 2 face up of each color. In a 2-player game, you're going to remove 1 of every color disc, which there are 6 colors, and then you're going to put 5 in Angostura and 5 in Quito. All the rest are going to get 4. You're going to put stacks of the colored acquaintances on this book right here. There are 6 different colors that go along with the 6 colors of the tiles. Then you're going to give each player a marker. It's going to go on 0. That's their score guy, their explorer, however you want to call it. There are 4 different decks of cards. There's red, blue, yellow, and green. Different point values. There's ships that you're trying to fill. They'll go up next to the board. They're off the board here, but you can see them down here. Then you're going to give each player 1 of the 4 boats. So there's a 4-point boat, a 6-point boat, a 9-point boat, and a 12-point boat. Then there's going to be some other setup that the players are going to do, but I already did that. So when the game's all ready to go, you're going to have 1 acquaintance on your board, and you're going to have 2 cargo tiles based on some information that your ships give you. And then we're going to play. So the player that goes first is the person who did a journey or a travel. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is me, and that will be me because I went to Texas not too long ago. So we'll say I get to go first. Game is pretty simple. On your turn, you're going to draw a disc out of this bag. And you're going to put it on the travel journal. The trick here is you got to decide the colored disc that you pull out of the bag is going to determine where you start moving disc from around this board Mancala style. So if I go here, I'm going to start from that color. If I put my first disc here, that means I'm not starting from that color, but whatever comes out, I have to start from. And these can never be the same color. So let's see. So a yellow, I got a yellow. And I'll explain what some of this means in a little bit. I don't want to start from yellow. So I'm going to say no to that. So the next color that comes out, unless it's yellow, it goes back in the bag, but I have to start from. So I have to start from green. All right, so let's see here. This is pretty rough. This is pretty rough. All right, so I'm going to take these. You pick them all up, just like Mancala, like 5 tribes, games of such. And then when you place them down, you're going to put the disc on the little compass section right here so you know that you went there. So I'm going to put a green one here because you can follow the arrow, so I can go this way. Green one there. I can put a green one here because I can follow that arrow. I can put a brown one here. I'll follow that arrow. I can put a green one here. Yeah, nope, can't go that way. And I'll put a green one here, and I'll put a yellow one here. All right, so that's the end of my turn. Then what happens is every time I match a disc to the color on the map, I get a cargo tile of that color. So I have a green one that matches here, a green one that matches here, a brown one that matches here, and that's it. So I get 2 green tiles and a brown. I can pick them from the face up, or I can take them off the top of the pile, my choice. So let's see here. And I also have this green and blue one that I can load up and get going to get in my boat as well. So let me take some tiles and I'll show you kind of what I'm trying to do here. So I'm gonna go take this brown one, sit it next to my board because I get 1 brown one, and I get 2 green ones. Green doesn't really matter to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 off the top. All right, so I have this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these cargo tiles to fill my boats. And I'll show you why that matters right now. So let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to put this brown one here because it has a symbol of a bottle, and I have the bottle right here, so I have to match that. And at any time you can discard 3 discs or 3 tiles to equal 1 of anything. And white is wild, so anything can go there. So I'm going to put this blue one here. I'm going to put a green one here. And then I'm going to put a green one here and a green one here. All right. So now I have completed 2 journeys. I'm going to sail both ships. There's some bottom spaces, which I'll explain if I fill some out on another turn. But basically, the bottom, you're going to be putting discs that you collect, which I'll show you in a second, on the bottom to try to get acquaintances, because you're going to get 10 points for 4 different colored acquaintances. So you're trying to get tiles to complete the orders and get discs. So I'm going to complete these. So these tiles just get discarded. So I'll just put them over here in the discard. And then they're both going to sail. I will get 10 points because they have a 6 and a 4 at the top. They'll go in the appropriate discard piles up here. So I get 10 points. So I move my little guy. I am yellow. Go there. And then I have to take a boat back from the colors that I completed. So I completed a 4 and a 9, which are green or red and blue. So I take a red and blue back, because you always have 4 boats, 1 of each of the types. Now on this player's turn, they get to take 2 discs in a 2-player game from any area that I visited, as long as there's 4 or more. So in this case, that's all of them. So they can take any 2 that they want. So you can look at these. Down here, you can take any colored disc. It's going to give you a person of whatever color the disc is. This one is a yellow for a yellow person. And this one, 2 of the same, get you a person of that color. And then the other one is a green and a brown. And if I get both of those discs, I can choose a green or a brown person. So they think, let's just try to go ahead and do the green and the brown. So they're going to take a green and a brown, and they're going to put it on this card like that. Then I'll slide down the discs that I marked on my spaces. And then these 2 tokens that you put out in the travel journal go to the empty space. Plus any tokens that you would turn in when you sail a boat, they go on the travel journal, and they'll all go to the empty space on the board. And that's 1 turn. So then it's going to be the other player's turn, and they're going to do the same thing. So they're going to draw a tile out, a disc out. Let's see. They would like to get some yellow, so they need to get some yellow. Start from black. Yeah, they'll go ahead and start from black. That's fine. And then they will get a brown. All right. So they're going to start moving from the black, and they're going to take this one, because they at least want to get 1 yellow, so they can do that. So they're going to go right here for yellow. They're going to go right here for black, because they're following the arrows. Let's see. They're going to go here with a blue one, here with a blue one, and then this one can come up here to brown. So they matched black, yellow, and brown. So they get a black, yellow, and a brown tile. And whenever you flip one of the face-up ones, you automatically refill it instantly. So they need a yellow, so they're going to take the yellow coin, because they have a yellow coin specific on their board right there. So refill that, and then they get a black and a brown. Black, they don't need anything, and brown, they don't need anything, so they'll just take them off the top. All right, so then they are going to fill their boat. They want to fill this one, because they can get that one rolling. I'll do this, and then they're going to send this one here, and with this one here, so they're going to ship 2. All right, so they're going to ship these 2, so they're going to get 4 points plus 6 points, so that's 10 points. No disc at the bottom, so they don't get any people, but that's okay. Early on, you just want to get some points to get started. So let me discard these where they go. And then, so they get 10 points. So they did a red one and a blue one. Red and a blue. They get 10 points. So they basically did the same thing I did. And now it's my turn to take some disc from where this player visited. And I want brown and anything. So let's do, I can do green and black. Let's do green and black. Can I get a green and black from somewhere? I cannot. But I can do can I do brown and anything? Let's do brown. I'm gonna do brown and a red from here. So I'm gonna put a brown here and a red here. And then we're gonna slide all of them down. And then we're gonna fill these right there. And now it's my turn again. I'm gonna play through one more round. Hopefully you can see me get a person. And then I'll tell you what triggers the end of the game. All right, so I'm gonna pull out some discs. Let's see, I need some red. So I need to get some red ones. So I wanna try to move from red or brown. Nope, I'm gonna try to get red or brown. And I can't do blue. Can't have two of the same color, so that's good. That was good. Yellow, dang it. All right, so I'm starting from yellow, but that's okay. So I'm gonna pick up these. So I get 5 discs that I get a drop. So I'm gonna put a brown one here. I'm gonna put a red one here. I'll put a yellow one here. A black one here. And a blue one here. All right, so I'm going to get a brown one. And I need any brown that's not up, so I need that one. That's good. So I got that one. I get a black one. Is there any black that I need? Nope. So I'll just take one off the top. So I did brown and black. I get a red. I need this red, so I'm going to take it. And I get a blue. Do I need any specific blue? I do not. So I'll just take one of these so we can get some extra stuff out. So a refill. Hopefully get some different stuff. And we did. All right. All right, so that was my turn. Now I'm going to put my stuff on my boats. So I'm going to put this red one here. Yeah, I'll put this red one here. I'll put this black one here because I want to ship 2 boats again. And I'll put this one here and this one here, and I'll get a person from this. Okay, so I'm going to ship fill 2 boats. So I'm getting the 12-point boat right here because I had all this stuff. My white one was, that white space was a black. So I get 12 points. So let's go ahead and do that. So 12 points for yellow. All right, and then I'm going to ship this 6-pointer. And it's going to also give me a person. So you can look at this. So because I have a brown disc on this card, I get a brown acquaintance. So I'm going to take the 6 points. So 6 more points. So that's 28 plus a brown acquaintance. And it'll go on my board just like that. And then I will get a 6 and a 12-point card back. And this player gets to pick 2 discs from where I visited as long as there's 4 more. And they have a blue. They don't want blue. They're going to get a brown. Oh, they'll take these 2. They're going to take these 2 green ones. And they're going to put them right here to try to get a brown and a green when they can complete those. All right, then we'll slide these down. And then now there's 3 discs that are going to be going into Veracruz. And this will be the last turn that I'll play. Will be this player's turn. And let's see what we can do here. So they're going to draw something out. What do they need? They need blue and something else so they can complete that. Blue, red, and something else is what they need. So red. No, I don't want red. Let's do brown. I think I want brown or yellow. Yellow's good. All right. So I'm going to take off from yellow. So let's see here. This is really not that good. So I'm going to take these. Probably not the best. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to take these. So I will go yellow here. I will do a black here. I'll do a blue here. I'll do a red here. And I'll do a black here. So I'm going to get a yellow, a red, and a black because that's what I matched. So I need a red. This red. So I need the George Washington looking red thing. And then I need a black. I get a yellow. Yellow doesn't matter, so I'll just take one of these to give everybody else some good stuff. And then I get a black. A black can be anything. Although I need this one, so I'll go ahead and take this one. All right, so that was my turn. Now I'm going to fill some boats. I want to ship a boat. So I'm going to ship this boat. So we'll have a red. Oh, I can't ship anything. Dang it. Fine. So we'll do this one and this one. And then I'll ship these two because I don't want to fall behind. Ship these two. So I'm going to get 10 points. So I'm at 20. I didn't get any people because I couldn't complete any of those cards with the tokens. But that's fine. It's better than nothing, I guess. So that one. This one. I get 2 cards back. All right. And that is the end of that round. So now let me tell you how the game ends. The game will end when this draw bag is empty. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do some scoring. So there's this little card here that's going to show you some of the scoring down at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it that well, but you're going to get 10 points if you can get 4 different people. So if the game ended now, I have 2 different people, that's worth 3 points. You're going to get 1 point for every tile that you have left in your cargo hold or on your card. If it's an exact match to the picture, then we're 2 points. And that's it. Whoever has the most points is the winner. So you're going to add all these points plus what you have on the board, and whoever has the most points is the winner. That's how you play Humboldt's Great Voyage. Let's go up to the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Humboldt's Great Voyage. First off, I watched Tom Vassell play this, or do his review, and he didn't like it. And I just want to say up at the top here that Tom Vassell is wrong. This game is super fun. Like, I don't know if it's just set collection because I love set collection, if it's the Mancala because I love Mancala, if it's the way that it looks on the table, it just looks really nice, and it has a really classic trading in the Mediterranean look, which I'm a sucker for. All that stuff, I like it. So I'll tell you if it's accepted at the end, but I just wanted to say that Tom Vassell was wrong up at the top. So this game is fantastic. I love it. It's essentially a set collection game. You're using the way you're playing the Mancala, you're trying to collect different colored discs to get these different colored people. You want to have different colors, 4 different colors of each people to get $10 points. You're trying to collect these different types of cargo so you can deliver them to get points during the game. Your boats need certain kinds of colors, certain pictures on those colors. Just set collection with some Mancala, and I love contract fulfillment, set collection. It's probably one of my favorite mechanisms, just fulfilling contracts. I love it. So this game it does it. It does what I want it to do. The Mancala is fun. The set collection is fun. I will say sometimes you are limited to where you can start your Mancala, because if you don't want to start at black, but you've already passed on starting at the yellow and you're seeing what happens and you get a black, you have to start there. But then you have multiple paths you can take to drop off tokens. And then part of the fun of this game is trying to figure out, if you get boned with colors, how to make it work. So that's the quintessential Euro right there. If you get boned with stuff or stuck with stuff that you can't use, figure it out. And I think some people just don't like that in a game, but I love it. So if you get stuff you don't need, make the best of it. Spend it as wild. Use 3 of them to be 1 tile that you couldn't get. It works. Make it work. Make it happen, Captain. So yeah, this game is fantastic. R&R has great production. They do Rogers of the Ganges, which we love. Has amazing production. This is no exception. It has awesome art. I like the art. Art's subjective, I get that. But it has great art. Nice, chunky wooden discs. The player board is small but simple. It's good. I like it. Everything about this game is cool. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted 3.5 out of 5 wrenches, or 7 out of 10 on BGG. I'm going to be keeping this in my collection, and I'm going to bust it out, hopefully more in the upcoming days. So that was Humboldt's Great Voyage. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.